Hi there. Have you ever found yourself halfway through a bag of chips before you even realize that you're eating? Or gone through an entire thing of cookies or anything else like that? How can the way that you eat impact your health? Let's get into this. So often when we think about this, think about food, people are always talking about what you eat, what you eat, what you eat. Think about how you eat. So, unconscious eating is where we just eat whatever it is. We don't really think about it. I was kind of inspired by this. I was in class the other night, and this girl was talking about living alone and how she doesn't really think about what she eats. So she's just, or how she eats, she's usually sitting in front of the TV just eating. She doesn't even taste the food. She's just eating. She doesn't even think about it. So this got me thinking about how life used to be for me in the past, and sometimes still can be, these unconscious behaviors that we do. And it happens in all things, but in particular, let's talk about food. So you, as I mentioned, you just mow down, a whole bag of chips or cookies or whatever it is, pasta, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. It's just boom, 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 boom. Could even be healthy food and you're just boom, 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 and not even paying attention. So when you learn to eat mindfully, one of the things you do is you start to pay attention to the food that you eat. I have, when I started learning meditation, I learned about mindful eating, and we had one single grape and one single half of a pecan. And the idea was to taste it like you've never tasted it before, like really be present with what you were eating. And it takes a long time to eat one grape and half of a pecan. Pecan? Almond. Pecan. Um, so just imagine that normally, I mean, that's not much food, right? You just pop it in your mouth and go. Don't even think a thing about it. But if you put a grape in your mouth and you really feel how cold it is when you begin to put it in your mouth, and then maybe you let it sit there and maybe you notice the texture. And then maybe you take, um, a small bite of it and you start to notice that texture and you just be with the flavors. Now, this may seem like not a big deal, but it is astonishing how good food can taste, or not good food can taste, when you just stop and become present with it. Another little tool that you can try is, I learned this years ago. Say you have a plate of food and you take a bite with a fork, set the fork down and just chew your food and just be with the food and see what you notice. See if you notice how good the food tastes or how not good the food tastes, or the texture of the food, the smell of the food. Begin to notice how your body feels. Another thing is, when you learn to eat this way, your body also learns to become um, full quicker. You learn to, when you're full, you learn to know when you're satisfied. You learn to taste the quality of food. You also can get a clue as to if the food is agreeing with you or not. I have a lot of sensitivities with food. I've had some surgeries that have caused permanent changes to the inside of my body and the way that I process food. So being able to mindfully eat helps me be with the food, figure out if it's a food that I'm going to be able to tolerate. feel, and this happens a lot. Let's say, usually I'm pretty mindful, but if I'm out to dinner with someone and I'm talking and I'm getting excited and I'm animated and I'm talking and I'm eating, but I'm not really paying attention, all of a sudden I will start getting really sick. That's how sensitive I am. So that's a reminder for me, stop and just slow down. Pay attention to what you're eating and just be with the food. Um, if you're by yourself, be with the food. Maybe put it on a nice plate. Maybe use some nice silverware. Be with the food rather than the distractions of everything else that's going on. This not only improves your relationship with food, but it also improves your relationship with your body. And you start to be able to hear the messages of your body. So thank you for watching. I am Tammy Coin, your Holistic Alchemist. I am making videos about holistic healing and personal development. I would love it if you would subscribe and like and subscribe. And if you're interested in wondering if my work might be able to help you, I have a free 1-hour complimentary consultation. The link to my calendar is in the comment and all over the channel. You can book your call and we can talk and see what you've got going on, what I do, and if we're a great fit to work together. Thank you so much and have a blessed day. Happy eating. Bye-bye.